Hey guys, a video on the European electricity stocks. Schneider Electrics has moved down here a lot this week. I mean, a lot. Is it a lot? Yeah, 10%. So basically, I entered somewhere here. I'm back to ground zero, but it's fine, in my opinion. The thing is though, with this one, it's a really difficult structure to analyze here. I thought maybe here locally this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but now then we are not quite yet, because if this is a 1, A, B, C, 2, 3, 4, we don't have overlap yet, and we have not hit the 618 yet, but it's getting close, and there is like just a drop here without any reaction, without any structure here. So yeah, looks a little bit weak, but let's see. It's trying to recover a little bit. It bounced from this value area high. I'm just gonna stay on the structural side for this one. Just get back and close the week above this trend line would be a first, yeah, objective that we wanna reach, okay, by the end of the week. And then of course earnings next week. They do electrical cooling and stuff. I think Vertiv is also one that does that. Man, critical power systems, data center infrastructure like cooling, etc. So yeah, this one had a good earnings report, pushed higher. For this one, by the way, if you're interested, I'm labeling this as a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, like in an end stage here, potentially. Looking for a correction here, potentially, okay? Of course, it can always stretch higher. But because of this one having a strong earning report, I'm leaning a little bit towards this one to still recover here and continue this breakout. This chart is of course different. I'm not gonna zoom into this because like I'm not gonna try to figure out what this is because it's so overlappy. But here locally, we just wicked above the previous all-time high. So even if we go down, I have to label this an A, B, C. And because of the overshoot, we don't even have to go to these lows anymore. And I'm okay with that, okay? Of course, it can also just be a rejection here. This is an area where, yeah, some selling pressure, of course, was waiting because it's the all-time high. Getting the rejection now. But it might just recover into next week and move up more directly if it's boosted by this earnings report, okay? Volume also low. While we moved down 10%, the volume is very low, okay? This market was open yesterday while the US market was closed, so nothing to really worry in my opinion. And we'll just stay to the structural stuff here for now. Get above this trend line, stay above this value area high of this whole range, and then we can maybe add this trend line here as well as your, yeah, bullish support line, I guess, okay? Moving to Elia. Yeah, this one just keeps going. Weekly RSI at 85 now. We have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 weeks in a row in green now. And it is also pumping through these fips now, which I took from this 1-2 setup. What I did is I did add this one here, which I have taken from this 1-2 setup. If I zoom in on the daily, you could say this is a 1 ABC sideways. wave 2, and now wave 3. So because we breached beyond that previous box, we'll shift towards this one now. 1.32 starting at 138.4 euros. It can of course stretch higher, but once we have a top, I will add then fips like this, because we're going even into a lower degree in here. I have to remove this one because that's the larger degree, and then we have this larger degree as well. So it's looking really strong. Earnings report here as well next week. No, in 2 weeks. But be mindful, we are really overstretched, and yeah, buying in now is maybe a little bit risky, okay? In the sense that, look, this might cool off a little bit. It doesn't have to crash. It could still backtest this trend line if it wants to. But ideally it doesn't, because we want to keep this labeling up. So maybe stretch higher here 1-2 weeks more, and then cool off into these fips would be really nice to then push higher and then do a couple more 4-5s to the upside. But 10 weeks green in a row, it's just statistically normal to expect now a red week, okay? Sooner or later. I did enter here, like in this range, after we broke the trend line. So I'm not in massive profit. I didn't buy it back here, 16%, but I'm not gonna sell anything. If it drops even back until this trend line, then I'll try to add here if I can. Or I'll just leave my position be, okay? This looks like it's going to move higher. With that, let's move to Fortum. Yeah, it's, by the way, Schneider is recovering nicely, actually. I mean, nicely. It's at least trying here, because this was just like breaking insanely. I'm also gonna quickly check this out. Where did we reach if we label this an AB? Okay. Okay. Of course, you know, I like the low candle to have like an engulfing green volume candle, but yeah, we're not gonna get that here. 1 hourly oversold. So let's see. This now is gonna be important, okay? How strong can this react to the upside? Can it get back above the trend line? And then of course, yeah, a 3-wave move, it can always go back until here and then move down in a 3-3-5. So it's a little bit tricky. We have to try and get a 5-wave move here. That would make a statement. As long as it's a 3-wave move, we have to prepare for more price to the downside, price action to the downside. Then Fortum here had bad end to the week last week. We dropped 10% here as well, but it's trying to recover now again. Don't ask me what this structure is. It's really difficult. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5 is what I was thinking of. And that's why I had these fips here. We tested 0.5. So like this, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Somehow, okay? Very weird, very ugly, but with that count, we don't have overlap between the 1s and the 4s. And then, yeah, here, like, there is no structure. Maybe we could change it into 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Okay, would allow this to be an A, B, C. Actually, wait a minute. A, B, and then your C wave down here. But when it's overshooting, and it's running, you can have a C wave that already starts its target box from the 618 up until the 121 fib. Of course, you want to see a 5 wave move down. Maybe on the micro we can get it if I zoom in here. Yeah, like this 1, 2, maybe, or like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It works actually. Reaction has been good from here, but now we want to move up higher again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Like this looks like a multi 1, 2. We need to go straight up, okay? One more thing I want to do is, if this is indeed an ABC, let me label it like this. And I'm just working from here. Just want to check what the support fibs were. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, like this. Yeah, we did hit the 618 here in this A wave down, so makes actually good sense like this. And then we need, for this box, we need to take it from here to here indeed, and then we need to adjust this to here. And then this could be a larger ABC to move down afterwards, or a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm hoping for the second, also to attack this larger trend line here again and trying to break out there. That's it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.